Hello, everyone, and welcome to I guess this is day 2, technically, of our Stepping Into Your Power series. And today we're going to talk about the strategies of the power deniers. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes we will distract ourselves, get so busy because we get this adrenaline high of just being doers and accomplishing that it makes you feel powerful because you are a doer and you can do so much. And sometimes you can run circles around other people. But when we keep ourselves so busy, it distracts us from so many other aspects of our lives where then our power can actually be taken away without us even realizing it. So this also has a flip side, because sometimes we get so busy and we get so overwhelmed, then we collapse and we give our power away to the doing instead of just sitting in our truth. Sitting in a place of humility, because there is a false humility. And that false humility, I think most of us can agree on this, but I know when I was a kid, if you boosted yourself up, if you said anything positive about yourself, you were considered conceited. Well, why do we have to put ourselves down? Isn't that giving your power away to the dark side, to negativity? Whatever happened to just living in your truth? You caring about how you choose to show up. That is in a higher, I like to use the word for your highest good. But what do I mean about, when I say that? Your best self, a place of authenticity, stepping in your power, knowing that you are smart, that you can create. What if we start reframing how we look at ourselves and coming from that place of humility, a place of love for yourself in a healthy way, in a soulful way. Yesterday's video was talking about that soulful power versus the ego power. When you boost yourself up in a obnoxious, I'm better than you way, that's the ego. But when you love yourself and you know your truth and you stand in your truth, you're standing in your power from that place of humility. That is your soul power. So false humility can be where that self-denial about who you are and downplaying that. But when you give yourself permission, like I said just a few moments ago, to be who you are with no apologies, and not worrying about the external world, what they're going to think about you. And you're coming from a place of good intentions and with honor and dignity and your truth. What is wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. At least not my perspective. I'd be curious to know what's your perspective on that. But when we can start giving ourselves permission to reframe how we look at things, then we can create this self-empowerment from a place of love and understanding. But first, loving and understanding ourselves. Because the more you love and understand yourselves, it gives you that opportunity to love and understand other people. We can look around our world and we can see and judge people, when you judge others, you're just judging yourself. You're giving your power away. But when we can come from that place and understand and give people some grace instead of having those knee-jerk responses, which then we are giving our power away to the outside external experiences. I had mentioned, the whole King Kong, I'm angry. That's the reason why we see road rage, or we see people cutting other people down, talking down to them, projecting their own inner hell onto other people. That's giving your power away. And then if you engage in it, you give your power away to that. So it's understanding that you have the power to choose. Each and every one of us has a choice. And what if we take the word right or wrong choice out of it? Is that more empowering, or is that disempowering? Comment down below. I'd like to know your perspective on that. So tomorrow, stay tuned. Not quite sure which power we're going to talk about because there's so many. And the more we can become consciously aware of how we are choosing to show up in this world, we can either continue to give our power away to others, or we can stand in our power with humility, with love, with saying, no, that just doesn't work for me. I'm going to plant my flag, and I'm going to draw that line in the sand. And I'm going to understand that this is where I stop and this is where you begin. That's standing in your power. And that alone is power. So have a wonderful evening and stay tuned for tomorrow on our self-empowerment series. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.